Today I'm going to be talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown and how he should be valued in Dynasty Fantasy Football and rookie drafts. And I'm going to be doing that right now. What's going on, guys? This is Bruce Madsen, your host of the show for Metric Scout Fantasy Football. And I'm digging deep in these rookies, getting you ready for your rookie drafts for Dynasty. And today is a special one because I'm going to be talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown. Very good player. He's been known well or valued pretty high in the Devy fantasy football community for quite some time now. Finally taking that leap to the NFL, and now it's time to analyze his game. The thing about Amon-Ra, he is a very nuanced player, can shake and bake in and out of them routes. Very consistent, good hands, just a very good player. I like his tape. I like watching him on film. Broke out at age 18, which is something we want. One of the few players in this draft that broke out that early with a 25.09% market share. And he kind of held that steady throughout his career. At age 2019, he had a 23.87% market share of the offensive production. The passing production. And then age 20, he finished it off this year with a 24.95% market share. So not too bad. Nothing really extravagant though. Like, he wasn't in the 30s or 40s, but he held it steady. He's a steady player, broke out early, led the team in market share for most of his career on a team with Michael Pittman, Tyler Vaughn. So not like they didn't have talent on the offense. More talented wide receiver group than most teams in college football. And the thing about him, he's got that, like I call it, a Devy breakout. He was known among Devy drafters, players, whatever, early in his career. And that sings something to me because that's a player that analysts, fantasy guys, gurus, or whatever has been looking at early in his career saying, hey, this guy's good. This guy's got some talent. And then when you look at the stats and the materials-wise as an ownership standpoint of him being productive, those two things go together. Then you watch the tape, you're like, okay, I see some good things about Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like his route running. I like how he can get open. I like how he has sticky hands. I like all that. His quarterback can depend on him. He's a good player. What I don't like about him is I question his deep speed. I question him to really burn the offense. He only had 4 deep catches last year. Mind you, didn't play in as many games as all the other teams, but still, when you watch the tape, you know he's not a burner. He's a guy that just does everything right, does everything correctly, very nuanced, very smart player. And you look at his yards per route run, 1.85, very low yardage per route run total. That's not very efficient, not solid. However, it's not a sticky stat either. I'd rather tend to look at the market share, his ownership of the offense over that, because that doesn't take into account quarterback play. It doesn't take into account other wide receivers in the offense and other things going on. It just looks at his yards versus his routes ran. It doesn't give you enough of the story. Only thing I really see as a negative is athleticism. He's quick enough. He's fast enough, but he doesn't have the burst, the deep speed to consistently stretch the field. He doesn't have elite level agility. He's not a jitterbug. He's not a jitterbug type of player where he can just move laterally, create separation like that off the drop of a hat. He really has to win with nuance. He really has to win on selling his routes, which he is very good at. He is a magician. He's used car salesman when he's getting ready to break off that route because he'll sell it. It's just that suddenness isn't 100% there. It's not. It's there. It's there. It's not like he's slow. It's just it's not top level. It's not to the level to get you to a wide receiver one. I see some things in his game that can make him a very good prospect, though. Very good player. And that's his consistency. That's his good hands. That's his good body control. That's his route running ability. And that could be enough for him to make it to the NFL. He's got loose hips. He can make the cuts. A good quarterback, good volume. He could be a long-term wide receiver too. Maybe a wide receiver 1. He could surprise us. He's given us second-round value in rookie drafts, making him cheap, making him worth the gamble. There's no gamble. You're getting a guy with an age 18 breakout age with some good things on tape at second-round price tag. You can't beat that. Power 5 school at that. Good player. A player that his quarterback will be able to count on for a long time. Amon-Ra St. Brown is not the flashiest player in this draft. He's not the flashiest wide receiver. He's the meat and potatoes guy. He's the lunch pail wide receiver. He's going to do everything right. He's going to do everything correctly. He's going to come into play. Good ball skills. Has that my ball mentality. Wants to win at all costs type of dude. He can execute almost a full route tree, pretty much a full route tree. There's not really that many bad things in his profile. I just wish he was faster. If he had that deep speed, he'd be up some tiers. I'll tell you that much. But again, this class is good. If any other class, he'd be one of the top wide receivers, just because of the early breakout age and his execution on the field. Just because this is a very talented wide receiver class, and some of these wide receivers are not going to be considered number 1, 2, or 3 or whatever, doesn't mean they're bad. That doesn't mean they're bad. Some players are going to be diluted out. Some players are going to fall because of that. Some of them will be hidden because of that. Amon-Ra could be that guy. I'm not fading him. I have him ranked lower, but it's not because he's lower. It's because he's a good player in a very exceptional wide receiver class. And I am still on the lookout for him. I'm in a position where I'm not afraid to trade back in some drafts. And if I get a good wide receiver and him, I'm happy. I'd rather take a couple extra shots at the pinata than one shot at the big candy, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it is what it is. Amon-Ra St. Brown, good player. Look for him in the second round of your rookie drafts. Thank you for watching the show. Hope you're enjoying the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Tell your homies. I'm out. Peace.